Hi, everyone. It's Reverend Dr. Katie. It's been forever since I've done a live video, so I'm just really happy to be here with you and want to talk about 2022. We're in January, so it's a good time to do a little bit of spiritual planning if you haven't done that already. To tell you the truth, I was a little bit like I had a little bit of the blues during December and early January, so I'm just now getting around to my planning. If that's the case for you, or you just haven't gotten around to it for whatever reason, no big deal. It's just a month. That's all it is. And so this is just a little turn of the wheel that's an advantageous time for us to plan, but we can do it whenever. So I'm doing mine now in kind of mid to late January. I really believe that after the past 2 years of kind of the horror show that the globe has been through, that we are all being called to more awareness, to more alignment. I feel like this is a huge wake-up call, and that Jesus followers, especially those of us who are metaphysical, really have the opportunity to play it big, and that this is the year where we can play it big. And some of the just the trauma that we've all gone through collectively as a planet, we have the opportunity to transform that in our own lives, to get into deep alignment, to process it. And that's the work that Jesus calls us to do, to process the hurts and the wounds and to enter into new life, to become new creations. We don't stay stuck in that. And that 2022, the message I'm being given is that 2022 is a year where we can do that. And it's much better when we do it together than when we do it individually. So what does this mean for you? What does it mean for you in this year? If you feel like you are still struggling with the basics of how do I get a hold of my metaphysical life? What does it mean to be a spiritual person? How do I do this with integrity? Then that's definitely your step one, is to get in alignment. Figure out what it is that is causing you not to have the peace, not to have the transformation that you absolutely 100% deserve. Because until you have that, you can't enter into the next step. You can't enter into the next phase. You can't really participate in the global healing that I believe that we're all called to heal in. So number one, let's figure out absolutely what it is that's keeping you from being where you want to be. And this is partly what I specialize in helping people do. So do reach out to me if that's something that I can help you with. And sometimes you might just have that gnawing feeling. You might not be able to pinpoint it on your own. That's super common. You might have like physical responses. You might have that kind of deep feeling in your chest or that clenching in your belly, and that's telling you something's not aligned, but you're not exactly sure why or what. So reach out, because there are definitely ways to help with that. I believe that we're all called to be in greater alignment. For those of you that feel like you do have the kind of transformation part down, that you've had an awakening, that you're okay with that, for you, let me offer you a challenge. It's really easy to get complacent. It's really easy to get lost in the status quo, like things are going along, you're feeling pretty aligned. But let me challenge you to start to think about the kind of impact that you want to have. What does that alignment mean? How is that being demonstrated to the world? What does it mean to live in alignment with your Jesus journey, with your metaphysical journey? And how is that being kind of broadcast out there? And this can be done in your daily life, in your personal life, at the grocery store. It can also be done in bigger ways, in your vocation, and the ways that you are helping the planet in this period of massive change that we've all been through, and that journey that we're still on. And then, of course, collectively, we all have to come together, and we all have to do it, right? We all have to do our part. So I believe that we all have to have our individual, spiritual alignment that comes first and foremost, because if you don't have that, it's hard to be part of the globe. It's hard to be part of the community. We have to get started with our own personal lives. So I want to encourage everyone to do that. And this is one of those things where even if you feel like you have most of it down, but you have, except for that one little thing, like the Bible still bugs me, or I'm still really mad at the church of my childhood and I can't get over it, or I'm pretty good about everything except, this one topic really makes me pause and it makes me uncomfortable and I don't want to pursue it. Those are all opportunities to get more and more aligned. We all have them. You're not alone. But it's up to us, when we find those little nooks and crannies, the little peas under the mattress, that we have to somehow deal with that. We have to find our alignment. We have to do the spiritual, the metaphysical work. And that's what this group is for. And that's what I'm here for. So do reach out. Curious to see what you're all wanting for yourself in 2022 spiritually. If you have a lot of goals set and you haven't included your spiritual life, let me encourage you to go ahead and do that. I'll be speaking on this, writing on this more in the coming week or two. And there's a lot of things in place on the calendar for the Metaphysical Christian in 2022. So be on the lookout for that as well. And I will see you in all of those. We'll get everyone more and more aligned. And that's what we're all about. We're not going to stop until we have changed the planet together. It's great to see you all, and write in the comments anytime what your major takeaway is from this video, and I'll talk to everyone soon.